if you guys had a mugshot, how would it be? How would it look? I think mine would be like, I didn't do nothing. What just happened? All right, we're reacting to inside Chicago's Cook County Jail drug epidemic. Epi, epi, epiderm.
Chicago's Cook County Jail is one of the largest and most notorious jails in the United States. Home to around 6,000 inmates, many of whom are heavily gang-affiliated, this is a massive correctional facility that has incarcerated some of Chicago's most infamous criminals like Al Capone, John Wayne Gacy, Larry Hoover, and King Von. Currently behind the barbed wire walls, Cook County sheriffs are battling against a serious and invisible drug epidemic called paper strips. What happens is smugglers take harmless-looking items like books, court documents, or
I haven't reacted in like a day. My fault.
Family photos, and they soak them with synthetic chemicals ranging from cannabinoids
like
to
what kind of
fentanyl,
chemicals?
some of which are lethal and lead to overdose deaths. So today, Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart invites me in to show me how his team of officers fight against this problem. And we even see a raid on a high-security cell block that uncovers drugs and homemade shanks. So join us now, but first a quick word from the sponsor of today's episode.
Good.
All right, folks, I'm sitting at the airport about to board a flight,
coffee.
and I got some time on my hands, and I'm always looking for ways to make a little extra money, and I think you might be too.
We're reacting to his video.
And that brings me to the sponsor of today's video,
we'll give him a pass.
Free cash. So I pop it right open, and first thing I see
we'll give him a
is
pass,
Dice Dreams. So I'm going to click the offer, start playing the games, and as you level up, you start making some money.
You don't have to hold my pocket, bro.
This is not going to retire you. This is just a little extra change on the side to help you in your life. And to think that you can get paid for playing games, I mean, it seems like a slam dunk if you have extra time on your hands.
You're saying if you're in Cook County Jail and you have a cell phone with Wi-Fi, you couldn't be making money right now with this.
And when you want to cash out, you click your money and you can get cash out through PayPal, Venmo, or even through Amazon gift cards. So basically you get paid to test out games.
It has 4.7-star reviews
with over 250,000 reviews on Test Pilot. So whether you're on break on your job, take a little bit of extra money while testing out games on your phone.
And if you use my link in the pinned comments or this QR code, you will get a $10 bonus on the first game.
If this sounds up your alley, get started, get started. Thank you, free cash.
This documentary contains raw footage of correctional facilities, substance abuse, and covers the topic of drug overdose deaths. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, call the national helpline you see on the screen.
All right.
This is Tommy G, Tom Grishesky.
Is he at McDonald's? Hold on. My fault.
Thank you so much.
My fault, twin.
All right, folks, we are at Chicago's notorious Cook County Jail, and we're going to be looking into their drug epidemic with this.
Imagine being in there. Like, you got to be, like, cool, or just gangster. Like
strips, the paper strips. And this is an extremely notorious Chicago jail. I mean, just where we are right now, this.
They're playing basketball. That's okay. I don't want to say it, but like that's from the outside, right? Meaning that like, that's in the open. Like I don't want to say it.
The neighborhood is hotly contested.
I don't gotta give no ideas.
Territory where we have the 2-6ers, the Latin Canes, Satan Disciples, Maniac Disciples, and all sorts of gangs just all over the place right here. When they lock them up here, the guards have to figure out a way to keep it safe, which is a logistical challenge. This is a place I'm very excited to learn about. We'll bring you in just a moment.
Cook County
I've worn contact lenses for the past 10 years.
All right, back in the paddy wagon again. I can't imagine spending any amount of.
I put this 4K resolution, so hopefully, like my Wi-Fi keeps up with it.
Time in a place like this. To do anything that frequently puts you back behind these walls, to me, is kind of a mind-blowing loop to be stuck on for a human.
Yeah.
But I also think it has so much to do with.
You're gonna have to be in like the same environment, and then it's just like if you don't do something different, it's just gonna be repeated offenses, going back to jailies. I wonder if some people that go back regularly have a name for jail. Like, yo, we're going back to the second crib or something. My fault. It's not my fault.
With
Sorry.
neighborhood, culture, structure, and
I just wanna know.
influences. That's one thing that if you want to change America from the ground up, we gotta
Give them some money. Let them know we'll take your money if you do something bad, and you won't be able to use it outside in the free world. Just instill that in their brain, and people will be like, okay, maybe me beating this person up for funsies isn't worth it. But like, I think money has to be like, yo, you gotta make money somehow. Work this street stuff. Um, you might, yeah.
increase fatherhood. We gotta make reading and learning cool. We gotta make cleaning up.
Reading and learning, cool. Learning, I get it. There's a lot to learn. The universe, but reading, read, whatever, bro. Bring back comic books.
Litter and taking care of the environment cool.
All right. Hey, Dad? Nah.
Who are we with right now?
Tom Dart, Sheriff of Cook County. Tommy, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. And you're gonna be taking
Tom
us on
Dart.
a tour?
Yeah, we're going to go into Division 6, which is one of the, oh God.
Did he just say Area 51?
about
No.
15 different divisions we have right now here in Cook County.
And do you know how many officers you have on staff?
Am I
at a given
recording?
time?
Yeah.
Oh, a little under 3,000 correctional officers, correctional deputies, period. And
A little under 3,000. How many
run
inmates?
3 different shifts. And depending on the population a little bit, it goes up and down a little bit.
So this paper strip drug epidemic has been a big challenge.
Ketamine?
Yeah, you know, Tommy, the whole opioid epidemic that hit us about 5 or 6 years ago in this country hit everybody and hit every aspect of society pretty hard, so it was not unusual for it to appear here.
Mm-hmm.
Are conjugal visits allowed here?
No. In visitations in jail, traditionally they occur behind bulletproof glass with little screens to yell through. We've allowed to where people are sitting at table.
What is this? Cafe Premier. Grab something fresh and delicious. Open 24/7, 365. That's for the workers. It has to be. I'm going to jail. Let's go. Free food. No.
Not only
No.
we
I think you gotta pay for
encourage
it.
the
Again, get you some money, bro. I don't know how you make it. Has consequences. Me? I suggest going legal money. Okay.
kids to hug their
Hey,
dad when they get there.
That's huge.
Dude.
Yeah.
Do I don't care what you do, bro. Do you? That's a lot of cocaine. No.
So we're going in the basement.
Okay, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I wonder if some dogs that are like canine units in the canine unit are like addicted to like, they just like ready for them. Yo, okay.
In Cook County, and apparently.
I'm just,
a
I
tunnel
use
system under
thought
here.
processes.
You
I'm
get
just
lost.
letting
This
it
is a
fly.
behemoth of a building. I mean,
Yo,
to-
I know your canine's your buddy. I'm just, he's just a night.
How are you doing?
6,000
Whatever, bro.
Inmates at a
Alright.
time, and up to 9,000. Just the infrastructure that needs to
Like
happen.
Brian from Family Guy.
is
Yo, where's the next
considerable.
sniff?
You have to remember,
Where's
a
the
lot
next
of jails
sniff?
are kind of like paramilitary
AK.
organizations. They have a hierarchy in the guards, and there's a certain way you can walk and talk, and it's almost like boot camp for criminals, bad guys.
Okay,
So
okay.
which unit are we in right now?
We're in Division 6 down in the basement, and we're heading to the mail room.
And this is known as kind of medium.
I wonder if there's like, how many basements are there? There's just one? It was just like a
Security
secret,
Yeah. Hey, bud.
secret level.
Good seeing you.
So this is seized paper strips.
Yes. Yeah, that was one of the major problems. Was 2 things. One,
Paper strips.
So, what are we looking at? That's a bag. That's that right behind me. Yeah, that's a little strip of paper. Literally, like right here behind. Yeah, right here. This right here. Oh wait, my fault, twin. Sorry for scaring you. Ah, what? Who am I? Okay,
Yes. Yeah, that was one of the major problems. Was two things. One, a lot of the stuff we were getting wasn't traditional
that's all piece of paper.
narcotics, and so a lot of testing didn't show much. Because originally, when this first hit us, they were using stuff like rat poison. They were using
People were smoking rat poison.
Oh yeah.
Not only is the substance easy to smuggle, but it's a Russian roulette of a drug because it's almost impossible to know what you're smuggling. There are reports of this paper drug being delivered coated in toxic compounds like roach spray and rat poison. Now, folks, the most common
Horse
chemical
tranquilizer.
application on the strips is synthetic weed, which is also known as K2 or spice, which as a high school kid in Illinois on the
Hold on.
strips is synthetic.
A2, not for consumption. It literally says it right there.
Weed, which is also known as K2 or spice, which as a high school kid in Illinois in the early 2010s, I experienced this stuff firsthand. It is an incredibly intense high that sometimes resulted in me having to lay down and basically
And now he's a
hallucinate for the first
YouTuber.
10 or 15 minutes of the experience. And this is just another dangerous aspect of the strips because it can leave the intoxicated inmate incredibly vulnerable to being attacked, or in the case of what's happening in Georgia
I'm pretty sure that was his homie that was taking him to safety. Right? Right.
state prisons tied up to be extorted for money. And so now Cook County sheriffs face a tough catch-22. They can either continue to allow physical paper documents through the mailroom, which civil rights advocates would say is a protected First Amendment right, or like other jails and prisons, they can completely ban mail altogether and force inmates to receive digital copies of communication.
So none of those things would hit if
Together
hold on.
and force inmates to receive
Taco battle over. This is a news segment, right? Morning rush, phase out, contract talks, taco battle over.
digital copies of communication.
So none of those things would hit.
I want to know who won the taco battle. Pretty sure it's not Taco Bell. They got good tacos. I would eat them. Pretty sure they're not. They didn't win.
If you test them, because they aren't illegal substances, we test enough of it just to know what it is people are trying to sneak in these days. And it's now like different variations of cannabinoids that
I remember those Listerine strips. They were magical.
they're doing that keeps
And
changing.
hurt.
We put so much time and energy into
Sometimes.
this thing, buying machines, not just dog sniffing, because none of the traditional stuff worked. We added all this stuff, but then we opened up all
Dog
sorts
sniffing.
of criminal investigations of people bringing it in.
This month, a corrections officer was accused of agreeing to smuggle in drug-soaked papers in exchange for $2,000.
Outsiders, insiders bringing it in, the whole 9 yards, and in doing it one.
This one time, 2K, just bring this in. See what I'm saying? It's like, that's easy money, but then you gotta work a whole week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a whole month to get that kind of money. Maybe a month and a half. Legally.
One of the times we did it,
See what I'm saying? Like, okay.
we did a search warrant, got in the house, and found all these things that this guy was using to make these compounds, and with it he had like his formula that he was doing.
Yeah,
And
this
he
is some mad scientist
absolutely
kind of job.
And he was sending it out to other people too. He'd take money for it. A sheet this size would go for at least $1,500.
While filming
Yeah, give me a second. What?
another story I'm working on covering
Is that made of papyrus? What's
the
going
programs offered to inmates within Cook County Jail, I got to speak with some of the
So-
inmates about the strip epidemic, and here's what they had to say about it.
1,500 for like rat poison, horse tranquilizer smeared in there. What?
Strips a drug people do on the streets, or is that like a jail and prison only drug?
I think it's like a jail and prison only drugs.
No one's doing that in the streets,
no,
right?
No, nobody doing it in the streets. Because it's like, and here you really can't get what you get in the streets, so.
I mean, nah.
And what do you think motivates people to do strips?
I think some people, when they start doing strips and everything, I think some people just be bored because jail just is like a repeated thing.
And that's why programs like this are so important, because it takes some of the boredom out of jail?
Yes, sir.
What do you think motivates the guys doing the strips to do them?
Some people don't see the light. Some people feel like.
Is this like in Cook County? Because like Gordon Ramsay could help him out. That looks like good pizza though. Look. That looks like good pizza. I ain't gonna lie.
They never coming home. Some people have drug addictions prior to coming here, so it's a substitute.
Te puede matar en algún momento, te pone como estuvieras borracho.
Como un zombie?
Sí.
Yo, Tommy G, be careful. He has a weapon.
Y te pone como un zombie.
Now we're about to be on our way to an active raid happening, where we go through a cell block and see if
That's
there's
it.
contraband in the unit.
RP Tommy G. JK.
The time.
Hit the road.
And
Jack.
now we're walking through legendary doors here. Anyone that is in the streets in Chicago
I saw an ad
knows about Cook County Jail. And
that said road.
famous rappers have been behind bars here. King Von, Little Durk.
And they're incarcerated in Cook County.
So we're walking into, I think it's a briefing meeting for the guards before they do the search.
All right, we're going to Delta Jack, right? You guys already know with our pre-briefing, half in the front, half in the back. Everybody hits the floor. No deviation from that. Everybody hits the floor, everybody gets cuffed. When they hit the floor,
has a camera.
make sure that you're observing, right? Make sure nobody's fiddling with anything in their waistband, trying to ditch any contraband, weapons, whatever. Cuff them. Once everybody's cuffed, a couple of you guys break off upstairs. We'll make sure the bathrooms upstairs are clear. Everybody gets assisted to their feet, escorted to the wall. Everybody gets a good pat down. They're going indoor rec. Be safe. You guys know who your partners are. Where your partner goes, you go. Okay? Nobody's alone.
The buddy system.
But we gather information.
Oh, the good old buddy system. Yeah. You go to jail, I go to jail.
Through various various avenues to determine who has the contraband. Which person.
It was
maybe
him.
It's not on person. Maybe it's under a sink. Maybe it's somewhere under a water closet, somewhere they have easy access to. But through various ways of information, that's how we get it and we narrow it down. All the information together. Like, okay, I heard it from here, we got it from here, we got it from here. It's all linking up, and we go hit it.
All right, here we go. You always feel the excitement in the
See
air.
you later,
before a
bud.
raid.
These officers are getting ready to launch a full-scale blitz on a maximum security unit. In order to
Blitzkrieg.
overwhelm and quickly subdue every single inmate, they are going to sweep the pod from 2 different entry points with the goal of no inmate being able to have the time to hide contraband or flush drugs down the
You need some football players. Bring in the NFL, bro. Rush 'em.
toilet. Let's see how this goes down.
You think the inmates know you guys are coming?
Any money, the big guys are in the front. They better be. If it's not, this is not tactical. This is not Rainbow Six Siege. This is Call of Duty.
Might be a good chance that they don't think we're coming.
Okay, yeah. Let's go. Okay. Tommy G in the bag. Small boy, JK. For inmate protection facing the security pod needs to be blurred. Okay. Doc, DOC.
They got everyone on the ground. The first step is securing everybody. Look, you see people peeking their heads out of their cell too.
I'm
To
good.
be an inmate and to not know when this is going to happen, that at any moment throughout the day, they can come in, rush you, and start the search.
That's true.
If you're on the side of smuggling,
Like you're in the inside, you have to be like you're not going nowhere, but like you still have to be aware. Wow.
you have to stay on your toes at all times. What are we looking at so far?
So you have a shank made out of a screw. And then here you got what we call roaches.
His camera's on pause, sir. I need you to make that light green. JK.
Right? We haven't opened it up yet. This was laying on the ground. This was
But you think that's strips?
so usually, typically, yeah, each roach will contain multiple strips. So
this?
This is basically
Roach.
what it is cellophane that's rolled, right? And they roll it until it gets really hard. And what they'll do is they'll stick it like in a sock, they'll tie it into it, and they'll use that as a weapon. Here is, it's a magic shave cream, but it's filled with feces.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's a weapon, a biological.
Do I look like a poop right now? Oh my god.
Weapon?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what would be the other purpose of filling poop in that?
What I like to think is I feel like we've been doing pretty well recovering weapons, right?
So it's like if you don't get them by the last resort will be that tube of
So this is like their last resort.
Okay, so
okay, yeah.
one by one, every single inmate is being searched, and a search is an unpleasant experience. I mean, some of these guys are getting their shoes taken off, socks taken off.
I don't
they're
want
getting felt
that
on. The
to be
groin
done to me,
area,
bro.
The most common smuggling areas. Another shank.
Yeah.
I never want to be there. Is that a wick?
Toilet paper?
I believe this is toilet paper. Yes, toilet paper. So what they do is they'll light one end up
Crafty.
of it. This is what they use to start, light up fires. Or the roaches that you saw earlier, that's how they light them up.
One thing to highlight, look, so this is made out of a hailer, a medically necessary piece of equipment, but if abused can be turned into something that can stab somebody. And this is the fine line that a jail has to operate, is human freedoms, healthcare, danger. Another thing to note here is I was curious how the segregation might work, but I do see Latinos, blacks, mixed. Some jails racially segregate, some do it by gang, some do it by age, some do it by level of danger to society. But how you sort people is a recipe that can either make safety or danger depending on how you do it.
It's crazy. Like, look on top of Tommy G. There's a camera up there. The guards are watching. They're being watched at all times, basically. And then there's like, it's like, what are you? Why are you? You're in jail. What are you? You still have to do it, right? Even like trying to get drugs, whatever. You're gonna be there regardless. So, kind of like, I want to say that's kind of like in the, poor neighborhoods. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, no money, and then you're just around it, and like you just see what you see, and you're just stuck there. So like, you're gonna do whatever. Like, if you fall into it, you're just gonna keep repeating the same offenses. That sounds funny. Offenses repeatedly, and it's just like, yeah, I like prison, jail.
A logistical question that every jail has to think about. So anyone that is wearing
So just do good, obey the law, but like do whatever you want to do. It's on you, bud.
a green jumpsuit, it's apparently because they've either indecently exposed themselves or got caught masturbating.
We tell everyone not to search the day room, especially when there's none of these guys present. These individuals, if there's stuff hidden, toilets under the toilets. The main thing with that is this is priority. Clearing the tier, making sure all of them are gone. If there's a weapon or some drugs in that toilet, it's not going anywhere.
Does each guy have a bathroom in their cell too?
Yes. Yes.
So this is the community room if they're out and about. Are they allowed to have any sort of towel?
No. Another shank.
Another shank?
Here.
I knew I saw something. Looks like to be another screw.
This I'm not trying to be funny. This reminds me of that video game where like a video game let me know in the comments what video game it is. It's like you just start out with a rock or something and you're naked and you're just like, trying to build stuff, and then you die and then you restart. I forgot the name of the game. Super popular. So every time you make a shank, you have to toss it when they raid, and then you just gotta restart all over. That's crazy.
Make sure it's just clear. This
If
is
they
the only
find it.
division that has these where you can kind of control. Your skin's got to touch it, but see, that's a problem too. If it's not lighting with the skin, that means that it's tampered with.
And what are the implications?
Why is
of
that
this being
light there?
tampered with?
They could
That's the
loosen these
VIP,
screws,
the VIPs.
which allows this to come up, exposing the wires, attempt to light fires, or just conceal contraband in there. I mean, these guys have all day, every day to figure out how to hide this stuff. So we just start from the back and just work our way this way. But every nook, every cranny has to be searched. Excess food. So I usually start with the windows, just because it's all the way on the end. They can hide stuff in there. So when we're doing this, the main thing we want to do is we don't want to mess up their stuff. We don't want to be bogus. But for us, we go picture by picture, paper by paper.
Okay,
These guys are ingenious. They could have 2 pieces of paper glued together with drug-soaked paper in between them, and just any quick glance, you wouldn't even notice. So this is usually a big indicator, the holes in the mattress. This guy, well, he had something in there. So yeah, with these books, you just essentially, yeah, these might just be bookmarks, but we gotta make sure that they're just bookmarks. Because in between any of these pages could potentially be, and not even just drug-soaked paper either.
Again, there could be inmates there for life. Like, they gotta do something, bro.
Staples, paper clips, tattoo needles, really anything.
Do raids happen on a daily basis?
Well, that's our whole function. I mean, we wouldn't describe them as raids. They're targeted searches or just regular tier searches. They have to be done. It all depends on the information we have, the intel we have. Will determine if we're going to make a strategic entry through the front door, the back door, both. If we're just going to hit a cell or 2, it all depends. A lot of planning goes into each one of these.
Have you seen any overdoses happen in these units?
Yes.
In 2023, Cook County Jail had 18 inmate deaths, and a third of those were due to drug overdoses, making this drug problem the single greatest cause of unnatural death in the facility.
The 50th time this year, the Cook County Sheriff's Office makes an arrest related to drug-soaked paper,
including occasionally
50th?
the guards themselves.
This month, a corrections officer was accused of agreeing to smuggle in drug-soaked papers in exchange for $2,000.
Folks, because smuggling a single soaked
How much are they making, bro?
piece of paper can be worth as much as $10,000, and because it is also very difficult to detect who the paper can be worth as much as $10,000, and because it is also very difficult to detect who the drug is that is smuggling in the drugs, like gun companies, economic incentives are too high for this problem to go away anytime soon.
Which would you say is more dangerous, the gang violence or the strips?
Let me get some.
Both this is important, right? But paper drugs have been prevalent for the last, how long? It's really picking up steam. But the problem is that with the paper drug,
So this going on behind them. You hear the back, like, hello.
it's dangerous to not only them, but it's also dangerous to us as well. That kind of might tip the scale a little bit.
Justin Wilkes, Chief of
In jail, they're like
Investigations and
recording for Tommy G. They're like,
your gears
what's with
lately?
scuffle?
Well, for the last couple of years,
That's crazy.
saturated paper inside the jail.
Danger of violence.
Back in 2023, we had our first death from smoking the saturated paper, and I feel like ever since then, that's been kind of a thorn in the side of the sheriff's office.
And what is this drug?
I don't know exactly how to describe it because they're all different kinds. There's synthetic cannabinoids, synthetic opioids, synthetic hallucinogens, and so we don't really know. Each one's different. The inmates have a term they use, and when the more potent it is, they'll call the stuff death.
Did you get something over
Literally.
here?
Yeah.
Can you show me what that is?
Yo, death is here. Gather up.
They must have had a whip.
I'm sorry.
And that started
I'm just
the
reacting.
fire.
My fault.
So are they making homemade joints? Do they have a piece that they're
Yeah,
hitting?
they're making homemade joints.
When you guys raid a cell, how often are you finding contraband?
Wait, hold on.
So they have a.
And that started these on fire.
So are
Is that a gyro? That looks good. JK. I'm at the office. I can't spit. Let's move on. It's not a gyro. I was just making a joke. All
they
right.
making homemade joints? Do they have a piece that they're hitting?
Am I a joke to you? Nah.
Joints.
When you guys are ready to sell, how often are you finding contraband?
Every single time.
Every single time. So it never stops.
Never stops, ever.
I know you're about to search or sell?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to search it and then walk us through what's going through your head as you're searching?
Sure. So I start from the top.
Good boy. That was. I'm kidding, bro. Yo, officer. You ever see me? I was just playing. Like
All the way
I'm just
here. And I'm just looking for anything that they
my fault.
either stuffed
My fault.
inside of like these lights. And this came off of the top. So I'm gonna go through it, see if it looks
Right there.
saturated or if they hid
Right.
anything in there.
Death.
How long you been doing this for?
I am going on my 4th year.
And what's it like?
You know what? I really do like it. And it's wild.
But are you attracted
She
to
likes
the
it.
adrenaline and the excitement?
Yeah, I guess so. And here, in between these little joints, they stuff stuff too. This is just the wrapper, but sometimes they put like
Like-
just the wrapper, but
Like look at that. Look at that.
this
Are
is
you-
just the wrapper, but
Okay. Bad timing. I'll go. Look, listen. Yo. Okay. I have to say it. I was gonna move on. No. I was gonna look at the edge of the bed. I was gonna say, look at the edge of the bed. Not. Are you okay?
sometimes they
Let's
put
move
like
on. Let's move on.
Suboxone
The edge of the
strips in
bed.
here.
I was gonna say, look at it. Right here. Wait. Hey, yo, idiot. That. The edge. I was gonna say the edge of the bed is pointy. Like instead of like going and attacking one, I just. Okay, Okay.
But nothing
Bad
in here.
thought. Okay.
Which drug would
Okay.
you say causes you the most trouble nowadays?
Probably the drugs
Look,
with paper.
perfect. Yeah. She's not her. Yeah, it's not up there in the air. Wait, hold on.
Which drug would you say causes you
I want
the
to see
most
you see
trouble
how
nowadays?
pointy it
Probably
is.
the
Look how pointy that is. Someone could just like, how is that? What? So, check the transcripts. There has to be somebody that has had their head smashed there, bro.
drugs with paper.
It looks like a very
It
uncomfortable drug
had
to
to be.
do.
It's actually kind of scary the way they look when they're on that. Doesn't look like it's enjoyable.
What do we have here? What are we looking for?
Doesn't matter if it's enjoyable. The person, I don't know if it's enjoyable or not. Just saying. The person is in jail. They're gonna be just looking at the wall. So whatever they're going, even if they enjoy it or if they're not, they're like out of they're not there, right? So it's whatever they fear, happy, whatever, they're not mentally there. So it's kind of like an escape. So it's like, yeah.
Well, we search everything, so this was tied on the door, but like this they can't keep.
I wonder if they have like do not disturb, like like hotels. All right, I'm trying to be funny. My fault, twin. But like, I'm pretty sure like the inmates have like code, like yo, there's like a rag on the door. Yo, we're beating somebody up. Like, watch out. No.
It's like a
Or
handmade.
we're gonna 1v1. We're gonna do the 1v1s. Honestly, I would rather do 1v1s in Rainbow Six Siege. That's just me though. That's just me.
Bag.
Do
so
you,
it's
boo?
considered contraband because they do get a shower
Do you?
bag already. They hide stuff in here a lot. I found Suboxone a few times, so I always open their mineral cream.
So
Is that
you're a
Maxi
tester?
there?
I'll do the testing and write down exactly what was found, like the contraband they're not supposed to have, But if they bring suspected paper,
Free pudding in jail. I'm going there right now. No, 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 no,
this
no, no,
one's
no.
for synthetic
And you could stack them up. What? You could save them?
cannabinoids, and then but we also have other tests. So we have the multi, could be fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, meth, MDMA, or we have the opioids test. So you basically just rub on the paper that you think is suspect narcotics. Once you rub it on the paper,
Like Lubriderm,
there's like 2 vials in the test kit.
like lube.
Check this out.
This ad, I was gonna say, and that's where the taxpayers' money goes to, making them plastic things that check for rat poison or whatever the.
So this one like didn't show anything. So it's not. If it's actually something, it's gonna look like this one here.
No, this is nothing.
Like you can see the different discoloration, and it shows brown. Would be the cannabinoid. So this is hooch. This is jail-made alcohol.
Hooch.
The start of it. You can see that
Runner up.
there's a little bit of the juice.
Hooch.
But they put a lot
Are
of
those
different
peaches?
things. Like
What is that? That's apple.
one time I found
Those are
one with
apples.
corn in it. Whatever starts it from like that
Oh, fermentation. It like makes alcohol.
yeast or whatever. That's what they wanted to make that alcohol.
That's not enough to like. Do they use it to like burn stuff or like? Cause like if I drink that, I'm not gonna get intoxicated.
It's crazy because it actually smells like alcohol, but it also smells really bad.
If someone is caught smoking a strip, do they get extra time added to their sentence?
So we will charge them an additional crime. So
So, Jimmy, come in. I know you're doing life in prison, but like now we have to charge you for this. That's another life sentence. What?
anybody that is in possession of saturated depending on the schedule of narcotic that it comes back from the lab being, it's a lot of times it's a class 1 felony.
What is a hit on a paper strip run for in these jails?
So depending on the
Like
potency, we've
Like how okay.
seen it up to $10,000 for an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper.
It happens.
So they will cut those up into little $25 strips.
And that's where the overdose comes in, is it's hard to judge the potency until you've tried it.
Right. Yeah, and each guy is trying to outdo the other.
That sounds easy until like you realize what they have to do to get it in there. That's
guy.
crazy.
What can a successful paper strip dealer stand to make in a month, you think?
In our one case that we had, the guy was bringing in, I don't know, so it's hard to tell because he was distributing it throughout the country. So it wasn't just here that he was doing it, but he was bringing in, I would say, over $100,000 a month.
Does it?
Hey guys, I quit this. I'm gonna go drug deal. JK. 100,000 a month, right? Some people, let's say, I want to say minimum wage is different in the states. I want to say, let's say 45K. Somebody, minimum wage person, one job, doing one job, they make that a year. A year, right? 100K. That's like, so in 2.5 years, this person made it in a month.
I see people return again and again and again to condition.
Again, he made that in a month, allegedly. But then if he gets caught, he has to do time or whatever. But if you work those 2.5 years, it's kind of more like a safer avenue. I mean, obviously, you could be heading to work and get hit by the bus, right? Yo, take the risks you want in life.
Like this?
Yeah, our system is broken. Prior to this, I worked at IDLC at Stateville Penitentiary.
What are the differences that you've noticed working both jail and prison?
Prison, you got guys with guns watching you. Unlike here, it's more, I say it's more controlled. You be walking the line of guys and you got guys with guns on top watching you, making sure nothing happens to you and or anyone else.
That's crazy.
What is it like being lied to so frequently?
It's hard because when you want to help someone, you really don't know if they're telling the truth or not, or they're just trying to spin you to gain whatever it is that they're trying to achieve.
That's crazy. And like, I think most likely than not, they're incarcerated, right? They're trying to get out, or like they're gonna be there for a long time. So like people do what they do for what they want, and they're in jail. Like most likely than not, they're like they did something bad. So like might as well just lie and like whatever. I'm here already.
Now that you've witnessed a raid reveal weapons and drugs, let's take you to the basement.
But
of
keep
Cook
it
County
honest.
Jail, where
Keep it
much of
honest.
the battle
I want to
against
say.
smuggling is fought.
Tell me about your role in this operation.
I'm not.
What
I'm
we
not
do
there.
is
I'm not there.
We search mail as it
Different circumstances.
comes in. They go through all the mail, but they do not open anything. They just separate it per division.
Survive,
we go over
bro.
and take all the mail.
Survive how you
over
want.
here, and we will open it by hand, and we will search everything.
Here they have a mailroom and drug detection laboratory where specialized officers hand search through the packages, letters, and books that come in, and they use infrared scanner technology to hunt for the invisible paper spray drugs.
If you were to guess, like what are the different things we're looking at here?
Our first instinct when we look at a book, it's all starting to fade here and getting all watered.
And so there's.
Can you just get like a military grade scope from a sniper and just like look at it?
Sophisticated communication going on where they know, hey, look for pages 1.
They had a big old printer, bro.
The different things we're looking at here.
It's like a transformer.
Spray drugs.
If you were to guess, like what are the different things we're looking at here?
Our first instinct when we look at a book, it's all starting to fade here and getting all watered.
And so there's sophisticated communication going on where they know, hey, look for pages 152 and 171.
Correct.
And that's my
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
So the vast majority of the book could be innocent, but 3 pages are what can make
the Da Vinci Code.
Someone a few $1,000.
So it is time consuming. You got to go like through each page and like each one might be different.
So this is a recipe an inmate wrote to somebody else?
Correct.
Okay, let me just read this out. This is a pretty crazy mixture. K2 spray, which that in itself, wild.
K2 spray.
Embalming fluid,
Emba
purple can of Raid.
Did they get that from Egypt? Embalming fluid?
Boil
That's
the leaf
crazy.
with the water. Nail polish.
Boiled eggs? Okay. Boiled what?
Embalming fluid, purple can of Raid. Boil the leaf with the water. Nail polish remover, fertilizer, bed bug spray.
Yes.
Boil the leaf with the water.
Drugs. This is
oh my
wild
God!
to put in your
That's
body.
like a banger rap.
Is a smuggling
Boil the
attempt
leaf with the
made,
water.
do you think?
I don't have like real stats, but I would say just the amount of paper
not a rapper.
that we found in
Boil
here
the bees with the
saturated
water.
with something would lead me to believe
Let's
that
get back to the video.
it's coming in
My fault.
from.
Yo, like and subscribe, follow, please, right now. There's people in prison right now. Hit the like button.
Every avenue that's possible.
My fault.
And
Tony.
then you walk
Just
a weird line
hit the
between
social-
inmate rights and inmate safety. Tell me about that.
Most of them are not convicted of a crime yet. They're here facing their trial, and so they're innocent until proven guilty. And so,
Wait,
there's
hold on.
this
What was that?
feeling that you want to have, they have rights, and that they want to be able to communicate their trial. Right.
Wait.
That's possible.
And then you walk a weird line between inmate rights and inmate safety.
Right.
Tell me about that.
Most of them are not convicted of a crime yet. They're here facing their trial, and so they're innocent until proven guilty. And so there's this
Innocent
feeling
till
that
proven
you wanna
guilty.
they have rights, and that they want to be able to communicate with their family on the outside world, and you want that for them. You just have to understand that some people take advantage of that.
Folks, keep in mind that Tom Dart and his team at Cook County could easily eliminate most of this drug problem by completely banning all physical mail, but they intentionally choose not to. Instead, they believe that the family connection that comes from getting real photos and letters is worth the risk and is a key part of the rehabilitation process.
Can you explain what's happening right now around us?
So this is the mail room for Division 6, so all mail coming from the outside, from family members, the whole 9 yards comes in here before we give it to them.
The mail
it's
room.
examined by machines and by humans.
So I gotta make a video game
to
of
make sure
this.
It doesn't have any type of contraband in there, but for our purposes, the big part we're
Five Nights at Freddy's mail room.
looking for is drug-soaked paper,
M-A-
but we're also looking for everything else under the sun.
not
You want to check out
M-A-L-E.
this machine?
Yeah, if we could. This was something that we got in when things started really heating up and things were really getting difficult.
They call it a
Okay.
T-ray machine. It's not an X-ray machine, so it's safe.
It ain't that bad.
It's not gonna have X-rays, something that's gonna hurt your body. What they do is when we get the mail, you put it on here, and it calibrates to the machine. But these are 6x9s. You can select standard mail 6x9 to 10x13s. So this is 6x9. So once you put it on, as you can see all these red lines, and it's like an air movement. But no matter how much I try to push the air out, all the red, which is deep saturation, comes back in again. And
So that indicates there's some uneven weight distribution.
correct, of saturation. Some kind of saturation, some kind of moisture that's inside it.
So you're
Okay,
suspect
okay.
of this envelope.
Yes, this one is definitely suspect.
So what would be the next step with something that you might
So I will
identify
take
as
this,
potential
I'll take this
contraband?
back, we'll have it tested, and we'll have it sent.
Kind of like picograms, whatever. So here, I like if like bad people know about this. I guess instead of like wetting the whole, just slabbing, like until like it's wet. I guess right here you gotta get it as wet as possible, right under the detection of this, and then you're good to go. Don't show this video to any incarcerated personnel, please.
For destruction.
Please.
Now see, this one has a little bit, this is just air. Because as you can see, as I can move it,
That's a no-no.
and it stays gone.
That's a
There's
no-go.
nothing there.
No.
So this one's good.
How do you quantify the mail that you guys receive on a weekly basis?
Yesterday we had 270 yesterday.
We could have sent this one piece of paper, super slobbed up. Now we got to send these 10,000 papers with like a picogram. No, that's
And out of that, we confiscated 20.
So about 10% of the mail is
Wow.
potentially compromised.
Whoa. Did somebody spit on that?
That's correct.
My fault.
Now see, this one is extremely, there's no way I can get that out of there.
What we're seeing is the technology's had to adapt.
See what I'm saying? The first one, they were like, all right, whatever, bro. Bro, I didn't get my coffee. I didn't get my morning coffee. They're workers, by the way. Bro, whatever. It's light red or whatever, bro. Let it go. Now, Jimmy, on the other hand, in jail, has drugs for a month. Let's go. Or should I say, let's raid. No. I don't know.
The interesting
Not my call.
balance because
I'll
the
keep my
criminals
hands
are
clean,
always
bro.
innovating.
Whatever.
They're always going to be slightly
Whatever
ahead of
happens,
law
happens.
enforcement, and then they go here, and then they go here. It's kind of like a chess match.
There's a couple things. One, they can repackage it.
Yep.
If it comes in, they'll just, seal it back.
Like it's like here, they find out, here, they find out, here, and then somehow, some way, I think it might come like, yo, revert here, and then they're gonna be up here. So they might not even be thinking about over here anymore. That's crazy. Why am I watching these type of videos? I need to go watch like Teletubbies or something.
And ship it back. Another thing is
Just gives me like
third-party
ideas.
Amazon. You could get a book and sell it on Amazon, and Amazon gives
Rainbow
you
Six
shipping
Siege.
label saying it's coming from Amazon. Technically not coming from Amazon, it's coming from you.
Oh,
Do you
that's
ever find
crazy.
yourself being impressed by the ingenuity of these guys?
Oh, all the time.
What do you think it would take to have these guys harness that energy in a positive direction in the free world?
Desire to do it?
Wait, you don't write anything down after conversation?
Sorry. What is that? There's Suboxone right there in the seam.
So that orange strip is Suboxone?
That's Suboxone.
I thought this book was going to pass. Right over here, we caught another one, it looks like, guys.
The texture on this right here, you can tell it's been manipulated already.
So just to get a baseline, this is a clean sheet?
It seems wet.
So clean sheet, okay.
And then
Great. And then put it on that page.
Just go ahead and feel it.
Drag your finger across.
Oh my God. That might not be drugs. Yo,
be careful with that.
I'm just gonna walk
it
away,
takes,
bro.
a fine touch, because the ordinary person, if they're not trained, I would just pass this. I have no idea that this is.
Yeah, no, that's right away. You can tell its texture.
Substances are making it to the
All right, my fault.
city, and then
My fault.
orders are made
Just-
from inside to out.
I'm reacting.
Unless you just completely ban paper, I don't see how you stop.
Good thing they were wearing gloves.
Director Yassine.
Protect yourself
I
at
run
all
the
times.
Intelligence Center for the Cook County Sheriff's Office. Been with the department 24 years, active as a director for the past 8 years.
How do you solve the strip problem?
Eliminate any email coming in
Now.
here and just make it all electronic.
What do you think motivates these guys to take the strips?
You know, I wish I had
Boredom. Nothing to do. Nothing else they want to do.
an answer for that. What makes them want to do it? Chasing the high?
Currently within these jail walls, which is more dangerous? Gang violence or the paper strips?
I would say that the paper strips.
Folks, that was a look into Cook County's drug smuggling epidemic.
All right. W Tommy G video. Like always. Yo, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, wherever you're at right now. Or not. You're going to prison. Miscalculating. Miscalculate. This is awkward.